Welcome back, everyone. Before we get started, I just want to point out that Alistair is wearing the nifty new Warden Commander armor that comes with Warden's Keep after defeating Sophia Dryden. I just think it looks a little bit better on him than the Kuzland armor. Anyway, so it's finally time to take on one of the main quests of the game. It is heavily implied that you should head to Redcliffe first, both by Alistair putting so much emphasis on it and the game itself, but I'm actually going to head someplace else first. Redcliffe does make sense, just storyline-wise as well as level-wise, but I just prefer heading to this place first. So, now that we're done here,
On it.
I have the team that I want to take with me, I think. Let's go to the Lake Callanhead docks. And we're going to get interrupted on the way, of course. Ah, by Berescarn? And a few wolves.
Right.
Great. Yeah, it's very common whenever you're traveling on the map.
Let's have it!
Interrupted.
Now we get our
Sometimes just to toss a random encounter on you like this. But the Berescarn is a blight-infected creature, as is the blight wolf here. Chainmail. Sure, why not? I'm really not going to have any use for it for the rest of the game, but sure. Gotta love areas that force you to go through a particular path like this. Anyway, onward to Lake Callanhead. Say, isn't that where Sten said he lost his sword? Well, I have an idea, especially since I can switch out party members here.
Of all the...
Yes.
Let's bring him in. I want to have a chat with this guy standing amidst the bones and the corpses.
Back off! I was here first!
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
Only if it's a kunari blade.
A Q what?
People like my friend here.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him.
Maybe. Sounds like that's going to be our next stop for whenever we continue our quest with Sten. In the meantime...
Vashaden.
Indeed.
let's switch back in Liliana. Just for the time being.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Interesting banter. We're here at the Circle Tower. This is going to be our first major quest. But before we head in there, we have a quest, a little side quest to take care of for the Blackstone Irregulars, the deserters.
You have some kind of problem?
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Warden
That's a little bit different.
senses tingling. Let's make this quick, shall we?
Yeah. Unfortunately, they cannot be convinced.
Wipe them out! Watch out! You forced our hand!
Liliana, now is not the time for banter. Besides which, you couldn't hear it because it wouldn't trigger. So yeah, you loot the body, he gives you, I guess, a helmet and some guild supplies. Quest updated. Barrel. Short bow, I don't need it. Really don't need it. Hey, some silvers. I can do with that. And this man, Kester.
Why, bless my soul. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I was looking to get across the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Is something wrong up there at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
So good guess. Is there no way to get across?
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
Well, thank you for your help.
You're too kind. Your type don't usually give my type the time of day.
He has a few different things to say to you if you're of a different race or species or whatever. And Mages Collective Liaison.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet.
Love how everyone can identify
I represent
you
a
on
collective
sight.
of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Of course, I suppose wearing the Grey Warden symbol on her breast, that kind of helps. How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Good chance to pick up quite a few different little quests, places of power, careless accusations, notice of termination, thy brother's killer, and herbal magic. Just a bunch of side quests that you can take care of for the Mages Collective. Now, I could go in there, but I'm not going to head into the tavern just yet. So, seems like things are going wrong in the tower. Who'd have thunk in a fantasy RPG, even a dark fantasy, that things were going wrong when we're trying to recruit for help? Well, it looks like we need to talk to this guy in order to get across.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I am a Grey Warden, and I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Prove it?
Kill some Darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening.
Grey Wardening isn't something you do, it's what you are.
Ugh, semantics. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
You're going to annoy me, aren't you? Now, you could intimidate or persuade, especially if your coercion is high enough, but I'd rather take this option. Can't we work something out?
That dark-eyed temptress over there, surely the tower would be far too dull for her. Because it gets a little lonely out here sometimes, and,
Oh,
you know, you could just leave her with me.
Oh, excellent. I have been hoping for new prey.
Pray?
'Twill take but a moment. Perhaps you should go aboard the vessel to prepare while we are away. We must row ourselves across. I fear the lad will no longer have the use of his limbs or his eyes once I am done with him.
Huh. Well, maybe I should,
Wonderful. I can sense his terror. Oh, that will make the loving all the sweeter.
So you said you wanted to get across. Maybe we should go now. Right now. Now.
Yes, let's go.
Come along, I suppose.
I love that. Morgan's just great sometimes. Very ancient circle tower, built into winter times. Repurposed to house the mages of Ferelden.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
What's going on here?
We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
But I seek the mage's help to defeat the Darkspawn.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen.
How did this happen?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
What can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
The mages are not defenseless. Some must still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
When did you send word to Denerim?
A while ago, and it worries me. The Civil War has no doubt caused much turmoil. Has the Chantry been caught up in it? I can only guess. Denerim must have received our message. It cannot be much longer.
There must be something I can do.
You? What can you do?
People in there might need help. You can't abandon them.
It is the innocent folk of Ferelden who matter. I would lay down my life and the life of any mage to protect them. No abomination must cross this threshold.
I must try. It is the right thing to do.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
And here is sort of the first of many choices. You can either choose to help the Templars.
On it.
That was an odd moment for that sound effect. Or you can choose to help the mages.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Do you need help?
We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Alright, let's trade. And yeah, you can pick up some extra supplies here if you wanted to. Depending on how much money you have, it can help out quite a bit. This is going to be a long set. Probably one of the, if not the longest one, then one of the longer ones. For several reasons, actually. I don't really want any of what they've got here. Reinforced Magus Cowl, Thorn, Andrel's Blessing. It's not bad, but... Actually, I think I'm going to take that. And I'm going to add a backpack, because having more space to store stuff in is always useful. This is also one of the places that you can pick up lyrium dust, an endless supply of it. So if you want to brew lyrium potions, here's where you would get at least one of the major components of it. And I'm going to grab at least a few of these, because I'm going to make some bombs. Yay! And I think that's pretty much all I'm going to need, because concentrator agents are for something else. But yeah. So, this is the point.
This is too cruel. I would not subject even an animal to such a terrible fate.
This is the point where if you pass that door, you can't exit again. So I'm actually going to save before we leave. Or before we head in there. Just in case I forgot something for whatever reason. Morgan, leave that Templar alone.
Let's get started.
Because they seal you in here. And right off the bat, things are not looking good. A lot of corpses piled right near the door. That's encouraging. And as always, with every RPG game, you want to explore, explore, explore. The Apprentice's footlockers actually contain specific codexes for a quest. The Watchguard of the Reaching, and it actually does affect a little bit later on. But you have to find all of the different pieces of the Watchguard of the Reading, the notes, in order to actually activate the quest for once you leave the tower. More corpses, but there's also, I think...
Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Interesting piece of banter there.
As you wish.
A very common debate in the real world, actually. More corpses. Blood on the wall. It's all very encouraging, is it not? Yes. Well, hey, she's familiar.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
Oh. When? What are you doing here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I came here seeking the aid of the mages.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
Don't worry, the Rite of Annulment has not arrived.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the Rite, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened here?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
We must try to avoid needless slaughter.
Yes, even if we cannot eliminate all the demons and abominations, together we could lead the survivors out. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
So you say. Gregor will only accept it if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Then we should set off immediately.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
And now we know Morgan's opinions on the Circle. You could have been one of them if things were different.
I could be here had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy. My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish. I care not.
Thank you, Morgan.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Have faith. We will not fail.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
And she becomes the required member of your party. Well, for tackling the rest of the Circle Tower,
Indeed.
I'm going to keep Morgan on with us. So bye-bye, Liliana. See you in a few. And that will be the first of many, many, many instances of Wynne nagging you throughout the rest of this game. Well, depending on your choices. But on that note, I'm just about out of time for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. And I hope to see you next time where we continue our way through the Circle Tower. Hope to see you then, folks.